Our guest today is Jon Farmer. He is the men's program supervisor over at the CMHA. That's the Canadian Mental Health Association of Grey Bruce. Good morning, Jon. How are you today?
Good morning. Doing fine. How about you, JC?
Very good. Thank you for joining us to talk about, the men's program over at CMHA. The men's program offers a few different areas that men can go and seek help. They can ask questions for. There are some specific areas of the program, and there's some general areas too. Give me an overview on the men's program. If guys like me are looking for help, what would they be able to find with you?
So we have three main programs that we run here. The first is called Partner Assault Response, or PAR, not about golf, instead about how do we help to shift the underlying beliefs and perspectives that can lead to violence or harm in relationships. For the PAR program, folks are mostly referred through the court after some sort of charge, but we also make space, thanks to funding from the United Way, for self-referred guys. So if a guy is listening, or if you are listening and you know someone who is causing harm of whatever variety in a relationship, that's a 12-session program where we support folks to look at what's happening, why that's happening, and what the alternatives are. We also run My Dad's Group, which is a positive parenting program for guys who have kids in their lives. Could be dads, could be stepdads, could be uncles, we've had grandfathers come in. If you're a guy who is in some way caring for kids, whether they are brand new and squishy or whether they're teenagers or in their early 20s, it doesn't matter. It's a group of guys, and the whole point of that program is to build some solidarity and connection, to let folks learn more about the ages and stages that kids grow through and how their needs change from us during that time, to put some more tools in our own toolbox as men, and to build that connection, because there aren't enough places where guys can talk about some of the challenges that we face. And the third program that we offer is called the Male Survivor Program, and it's individual counseling for men who experienced sexual violence or sexual assault when they were children or adolescents. The Dads Group and the Male Survivor Program are free. There is a sliding scale fee for the PAR program, but that's what we do.
Now, the dad's program, that one is up and running currently. As a matter of fact, you're going to be tonight in Owen Sound, tomorrow night in Hanover for this program, and there is still time for people, if they are listening and are interested maybe in joining this dad's program. So it runs what, from 6 to 8:30, dinners included, and it's just a group of dads getting together to kind of share what they're going through and share ideas.
Yeah, those are the basics. The groups are co-facilitated by one of our team members here at the men's program, as well as one of the family resource workers from Bruce Gray Child and Family Services. We run that program mutually, and they're a great team over at Bruce Gray that are really there to put more tools in the toolbox of parents. And so they're the experts around the ages and stages, and and the facilitators get a chance to talk about a whole variety of things, from the importance of dads, and why they're important, to the lessons that we got from the fathers or men in our own lives as guys, and what we either do or don't want to pass along. We talk about everything in that program, from communication to managing our own triggers and stresses and challenges, to co-parenting, because in this day and age, it's kind of a 50-50 chance with whether a dad is still actively in a relationship with the other partner or parent of his child or children. And that can cause challenges. And those are challenges we need to navigate. And we need to do that in a way that really puts the needs of the kids first, because kids need stability and safety and support and love. And kids are smart. They pick up when we're not getting along. And it's really important that we know how to manage that so that the kids get what they need. That program does run 3 times a year. So unlike our PAR program or the Male Survivor Program, where people can sign up and join at any time when there's a spot, the Dads Group starts in September, January, and April. And like you said, we run sessions in Owen Sound and also down in Hanover. And it is not too late to join the group in Hanover, knowing your listening area. We do that at the CMHA office, which is at 425 on 10th Street, back behind the Bell Building, if folks know where that is, and they can show up for 6 o'clock. We would ask that they give us a call in here to the office to let us know that they're coming. But if you don't have time for that and you're listening and you think, I really want to go to the group tomorrow night, you can come. Just head on in for 6 o'clock, like we said. And our phone number here, I'll give folks a chance to grab a pen or open the Note app on their phone if they're listening that way. You can call us at the men's program office at 519-372-2720.
And of course, we're going to post a copy of this interview on our website at shorelineclassicsfm.com, along with links to the men's program and to the dads group, which runs tonight in Owen Sound, tomorrow night, Tuesday night in Hanover for those that are looking to join that group. And this is going to run for a few more weeks. I think it's been going for a couple of weeks now, and maybe 7 more weeks left.
So a little more than that. The Owen Sound group started 2 weeks ago. The Hanover group started last week. So there's still 10 weeks left. And it's also the kind of program where you can take it multiple times. We've had guys in the past go through 3 or 4 sessions consecutively because they really find that support to be helpful. It's amazing that even in 2023, it's still hard for guys to talk about a lot of these issues. We're in so many ways raised to not want to be vulnerable or to talk about the challenges. It's still kind of uncomfortable for a lot of guys to feel like they don't have all the answers or that they're not totally in charge or even if they're sad, right? Like it's still hard for guys to just acknowledge our feelings in a lot of environments. And the dads group is an opportunity to talk about all the joys and the challenges that come along with being responsible for young people. Because I think any of us with kids in our lives know that there are serious ups and downs to that, but we're not alone. We're not the first people to do it. And connecting with other guys and learning from other guys is really helpful.
You're going to find way better connections at the dads group than you would at the break room at work, for example. Like these are dads that are there. They're supporting each other. You're going to probably encounter someone that's gone through a similar situation. And I mean, there's the playbook, if there is a parenting playbook, gets rewritten like every 5 years. So, I mean, you might as well go to a group and talk to people that are going through the same situation.
Yeah. And for a lot of guys too, that what the playbook was when we were kids was long enough ago that we might not want to repeat that, or we recognize that we wish something had been different, but we don't know quite what different looks like. And it's really an opportunity to take that strength-based approach to say, we all want to do what's best for our kids. How do we get there? And what's best for our kids also ends up being best for us because we get to build those relationships. We get to feel good about the way that we're showing up. We get to work on if there are still sources of conflict with our co-parents, which is again just a reality of the world. No people get along 100% of the time on everything, and especially with kids, we come from different families and different backgrounds. It's hard to find that common ground so that our kids can move forward in a way that is smooth and get all the love and support that they deserve. So it's a chance to talk about that, and it's not a lecture. It's really a conversation. The facilitators sometimes share little videos. I filled in for one night on the last session, and we shared a Pixar short. If you've seen the one where the baby can fly and the dad's trying to cope with what it means to have a different kid, I think it's called Float. But it's great fodder for conversation, and it's really relatable. And it's all about support. And in this world, who doesn't need more support?
It sounds like an amazing group. The dads group meets Monday nights tonight in Owen Sound, tomorrow night in Hanover. Jon Farmer, men's program supervisor at CMHA Grey Bruce. Anything else we should know about programs for men or anything else from CMHA?
Well, I would say for the men's program, if anything that we've talked about has sparked someone's interest, give us a call. We're always happy to talk about what we offer and other supports that are available. And CMHA, the rest of our programming here is also fantastic. And for CMHA now, there's just one number. So no matter where you are in Grey and Bruce, if you call into 519-371-3642, they'll get you connected to the supports that could be helpful with wherever you are in the Twin County area.
That is amazing. Jon Farmer, thank you so much for joining us to talk about the men's program today.
Thanks for the time. Take care.